Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Zaud, back at you, y'all savage. But anyways, before I even get into what I wanted to talk about, which was going to be about Drake and the fact that there's still no charges brought up on that guy, which is surprising, but not surprising. I'm going to tell you why. But I also wanted to address this one dude that continuously brings up my name. But I'm going to send my shots out before that. Shots out to Cam Capone News. He got a video out right now. It's an interview that he did. I think it's like the 4th part. I know some people have been on my page. Some people have said that he was trying to bait me and trying to be like Vlad. But understand this. Anything that I say on there is just basically things that already happened. I've already been punished for. And, you know, it's just kind of like an insight into exactly what I've had to deal with as far as, like, you know, cops trying to twist me on certain occasions. And that one in particular is just to show those who might think about going out backwards and folding exactly how quick you can get caught up, and when you're not thinking that anybody's paying attention to you, and you never know who's watching. And that was a prime example. So go ahead and watch the interview. I'm gonna drop the link and then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And shouts out to Teespring, because you can go in there right now and find a couple of sweaters and things that I've made up as far as like with my design. I know they're a little pricey, but it does support the channel, seeing that YouTube continuously you know, demonetizes my videos. Only some of them they don't, but, you know, the ones that they do, is kind of hard to, you know, dispute it, because any cuss words used, you know, they can kind of just cut you off. But, and to my old gaming channel, Sire the Rizen, for all the gamers that want to follow me, possibly want to play with me a few times, you know, just go ahead and subscribe to that channel. And anyway, so this one is to that, I'm going to speak directly to this guy, and it's a guy, Alonso. A lot of you know him from street gangs. See, somebody shot me a post of this guy speaking on me, as far as, I guess, people continue to ask him to interview me. I'm just going to be 100% honest. I'm not really with the fact of him interviewing me anyway. He said something along the lines like, why would I interview that dude? Because I called him a hoodie. For one, if anybody ever seen that video, I said that somebody told me that he works with the hoodies. Did I say he was a hoodie? No. But me and him had a conversation, and if he really wants to be brutally honest, the same energy that I come with when I'm dealing with an amiga is the same energy I gave him. It was from 0 to 100, that quick. So when he tries to speak up on me and allows people to bait him, understand this, Alonso. You know what I'm saying? You're a college man. Stay a college man. The reason I didn't go to your channel is because I really wasn't interested in nothing that you could bring to the table. As far as like talking about my gang to continue proliferated, I felt no need to go to somebody that never actually been in the trenches with it. For a lot of people that understand, when we had this conversation, dude was speaking as if he knew people, and my response to that is, I don't care who he knows, and if there was an issue, you know, just let me know, and then, you know, we'll take care of that on a different level. But I chose to refrain from going in on this guy, because at the end of the day, dude, it's never gangbang. He's never did nothing. He has his platform. I have mine. I didn't need his help to gain my subscribers. So, yeah, just do me a favor. Anybody that's really like on that dude, don't even hit that dude up no more. And for you, Alonso, refrain from speaking on me, dog. I already told you we're on 2 different pages. On some man stuff, you already know what time it is. So just stay on your page, you know. And the reason I didn't mess with your channel, dude, is just for this. You ain't never been in the trenches, dog. I don't care what you did or how many people you've worked on their cases. You ain't never been in the trenches, dude. Stay. You're a SC grad. Stay there, dog. You know what I mean? Leave the street stuff to the street people. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that. Sorry if it took so long. But yeah, I wanted to talk about Drake. We'll get off this other guy. But I wanted to talk about Drake in particular. A lot of people are like, oh, yeah, you know, Zaud, why aren't you, you know, mostly the trolls. Why haven't I spoke up on Drake, seeing that he did kiss on that 17-year-old? And at first I didn't speak on him because when I saw the video, I didn't have no audio, so I don't know what he said. But then, you know, as I did look at it, then I noticed, you know what I mean, the new one, basically after he did ask the chick how old she was after he had founded her, her response was 17, and he was like, oh, something about he can get in trouble. And from that point on, I no longer listen to Drake. I never really had nothing personal against that guy, but like I said, I'm going to walk it like I talk it. So if the dude, you know, continue to fondle on a 17-year-old, what can I say? And for the people that are surprised that no cases have been filed, you got to understand, dog, at the end of the world, you know who runs the funds, you know who runs Hollywood, you know who runs all that. But I'll tell you like this, don't don't for a second believe that that case won't come back up or somebody won't mention the future. See, they like to build them up and break them down. And there's always, you know, Hollywood, they like to hold stuff over people's head. And him in particular, being the star that he is, he's continued to generate revenue. It's like Drake is like not even close to the new Michael, but, you know, his status is like high. He'll never be Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Because I'm a Michael Jackson fan. But he'll never be Michael Jackson, but his status is high. When you speak of Drake, people know, you know what I mean? Even in his country, people are on Drake, you know what I mean? But yeah, so yeah, I did see the video and I understand exactly what people were talking about, but you know, there's no charges that have been filed on that dude. You know, everybody knows that has seen the video that dude did fondle a 17-year-old. Even after he found out exactly how old she was, he continued to kiss on her, you know what I mean? And look, at the end of the day, dude, there's nothing I can do about it, and there's nothing you can really do about it. You know what I mean? I can only talk about it, but at the end of the day, like, when you're dealing with cats on that level, they ain't really gonna go nowhere. It's like TMZ. People are like, oh, TMZ likes to bait people, and it likes to, you know, but do you understand who owns TMZ? You understand who that guy is, and I'm not gonna go into details, but for the people that are smart enough to figure things out, you know why going at that cat or any other cat, and you know, especially going after the lead, the dude that the CEO of TMZ, you already know what it is. You know what I mean? It's like it's no secret. You know what I mean? Hollywood has always been controlled by certain people. Our currency is controlled by certain people. It's just the way it is, dog. Nothing in this country we own. Well, as far as like the currency, it's all you know, the major companies. As I say, you know who runs it, you know what I mean? And so there's nothing you can really do about these type of cats, and they do like to hang things over people's head, and eventually Drake will be outed. That video surfaced, and I can guarantee you he probably did a lot of things in order to make that go away. You'll probably hear some later on, like, well, maybe in that state, it was illegal. It was legal to, you know, with a 17-year-old, as long as, you know, it's always going to be some type of loopholes when you're dealing with guys that generate that type of money. And right now, Drake is pretty much untouchable. R. Kelly, I spoke on him because dude is a known pedophile, and it's just the way it is. A lot of people hated that fact. SPM, pedophile. All these dudes are pedophiles. And it's time for people to stop covering these dudes. Like, people need to be held accountable for what they do. And there's cats on here that, you know, when the ones that come on here and they try to make every excuse for these particular cats, your character is a little questionable. You a little suspect. For the ones that like to give me thumbs down on the fact that I spoke on a child molester, you know, your judgment is questionable. Your character is questionable. And there's something mentally wrong with you if you think that a dude touching on a little kid is actually something that is not that bad. Some people said that, oh, if she was dressing like this or she was acting like that, then she brought it up on herself. These are the type of cats that live in your neighborhood, and these are the type of cats that you continue to covet. You know what I'm saying? It's good that they taking these cats out of protected custody and throw them on the main line so they can finally get the justice that they deserve. It's just the way it is. That's life. Universal karma. If you do anything weird like that and you get found out, you get got. That's just the way it is. I can't go in the way I wanted to go in because, you know, YouTube continues to demonetize some of my content. It's like I already had like things lined up as far as what I was going to do, you know, because I knew certain videos would have a lot of views. And due to the fact of the content, maybe it's like a cuss word or something that YouTube found offensive, they shut me down. And they've been doing that with a lot of channels. So I can't speak how I really want to speak if I want to continue to generate any type of funds. You know what I mean? But, you know, I got little side things where now, you know, I'm little by little, I'll start to gain maybe a little funds off of that in order to buy me a better camera. Right now, I'm using somebody else's camera because mine, I'm returning. The audio was just really low. You couldn't really hear it. And I would literally have to be this close to the camera in order to get it. And I'm sure a lot of you people don't want to see my ugly mug. But like I said, Drake is not untouchable, but he's untouchable. You know what runs through his veins, and you know who pretty much runs the world. A lot of people continue to say white, black, Mexicano. You guys are way to the back, dude. There's one person, not even one person, but there's one particular race that runs this world, and everybody knows it. They just don't speak on it because when you do, you get slaughtered. You know what I mean? And not slaughtered as physical slaughter, but you know, you know, stuff starts to surface, and, you know, people's character get put in up under the spotlight. And a lot of times it's like cold setups. Like even right now, I can tell you for a fact that there's a lot of people that come on my Facebook page. Some of them are suspect. They get in my inbox. They send me little weird messages. Some of these cats, you know, questionable. And, you know, I don't entertain it. I don't disrespect nobody. I just tell people that's not me, and, you know, that's good. You know, and that's just to be courteous, instead of, you know, putting them on blast and be like, oh, this dude, you know, is runs this way. I just tell them like this. That's not me. You know, just keep it clean. And then, you know, I don't hear nothing else. But, you know, there's certain cats that, you know what I mean, I had to block off my page because they were suspect. I think they were just plotting. And not plotting on me physically, but I just think that there was, you know, they had an agenda, you know what I mean? And, yeah, so I had to knock them off. But, yeah, that's all I'm really going to say on Drake. That's all I'm going to really say on Drake. Eventually, he'll be outed. And it's sad because I like the dude, but at the end of the day, if you fondling somebody and they tell you after you ask them their age that they're 17 and you know that that's not legal, I mean, you got to suffer the repercussions of that. You knew after she told you her age that it was a no-go, but you continue to do it. See, you had an excuse up until that point. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to continue to speak on that guy. I'm just going to leave it at that and let whatever justice, you know, be handled. You know what I mean? And sorry if this video is a little bit all over the place, but I just really wanted to address the dude Alonso, you know what I mean? And hopefully he'll continue to refrain from putting me in his mouth. Just don't let these guys bait you into saying anything about me. Just control your platform, do what you do. And, you know, some people are salty that I didn't let them interview me. You just got to be what it is. Kev Mack, I would let interview me, you know, because that dude actually been in the streets. And I'm not sure what I could actually bring to his platform, but that's one of the dudes, you know, he's been in the streets, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like you're conversing with somebody that was on the same page, whether we no longer gangbang or not. It's just, you know, it's more of a comfortability, you know what I mean, being in that type of, you know, setting. But yeah, Alonso, just keep me out your mouth, dog. You know, it's not that serious. And yeah, Drake, hopefully, dude, you know, you know, yeah, I mean, you made the bed, you gotta lay in it. And on that note, I'm your boy Zaud and Spencer, but I will have something different to talk about tomorrow. You about to enjoy the rest of your night, and I'm out.